To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. Looking for the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback extends the play. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air. It's Green. Looking to buy time. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Off he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his five. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, they're going to have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Hand off from the gun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
This nigga is
He's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball.
Well, this offense
Niggas
is top
only
10 in
throwing
the
the ball
country in
3
points
times.
per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So instead of having a first down, they'll back it up. The offensive pass interference that defenses everywhere wish would be called more often.
What?
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. Two interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. He'll toss it. And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to
hit the afterburners, kid. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armstrong. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Back to the air one more time. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with a sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Back to throw, it's Green. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Looking for the 2-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's caught. The 2-pointer is good, and now we have a 1-possession game. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Feeling some heat. A little screen to the running back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. This time it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This is going to be a tough field goal try, 55 yards and from the left hash. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Vols racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that 1st half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the 2nd half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
Snatches it on the right. All kinds of running room. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And how do you love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on
R1 was wide open too.
and the other heads home.
That was my fucking ball. R1 was wide fucking open.
They had a good ball game there, Kevin.
That is fucking my bad. Damn.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He's going to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Find space on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
To the air, it's Green. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. Touchdown, Arkansas! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
Wait, if they were offside, then what happened?
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete.
He caught that? Come on, yo.
Better set up the fail.
And they wrap him
This
up.
game, bro. This game is
Gets enough on the
crazy.
catch for the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 42, Arkansas.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Corner's going to give them room. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on. He'll take a shot. Just threw that one way too far.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Not a chance. Missed it. Still up by 8 after the miss. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Going up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hobbs. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to get it through the air. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's running in the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Running with power. Looking for room at the 30. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Back to throw, it's Green. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I saw about 3 extra things.
No return coming. He'll
I'm about 4 or 5.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They want that clock to run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Right back to it. The Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. To the ground with the back. And And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win. But I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're bringing heat. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. Getting some heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense